You're listening to True Lies Podcast, starring Valorie Hope McMahon. This is a storytelling podcast. We recommend that you start with the invitation and then proceed from there in order. If your space allows for headphones, it's highly recommended. Are you ready? Here we go. Session 3. Heal the mind, heal the world.
There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby. So love made baby soft, with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around. Love's baby soft, because innocence is sexier than you think. For your baby at Christmas.
There is no harsher fury than that of a woman who has grown from a child scorned. So very often I find myself wondering who I am in the cosmic swell of things, all the while knowing that I am an infinite being of light, that I always have been, and that I always shall be. However, in this human incarnation, the house, the noise around me, often clouds that knowledge, and I get caught up trying to understand. What does it all mean? How do I fit in? Do I even have a place in the master plan? Whenever I start feeling this way, I go outside. I take my shoes off. I let the soles of my feet touch down to Mother Earth. When I do this, I feel a primordial pulse flowing through my veins. I feel Mother flow up through me with her magnificent energy. She flows up and out and into the cosmos, through the heart of the moon, and then returns back down to the earth. And when the bright morning star kisses the dawn's early light goodnight, is when I allow the intricate simplicity of she to be acknowledged and accept that she, he, and we are in fact one. I am able to systematically engage in the battle with the knowledge that the war has already been won. It is there that I realize that I don't need to change the world. I know that what I call the world is a reflection of my own thoughts. Society? No more than a collective thought. The world does not need to change. There is nothing wrong with the world. We are living in an opportunity, a gift given to us to create what we as a species fundamentally are. The awakening is the only change needed. The best thing that I can do for the world is know myself. This will awaken an intelligence governed by a lucidity that is capable of bathing all situations in an understanding that will generate peace wherever I go. So my advice to all of you do-gooders and light workers, you self-proclaimed world changers, forget the world. Focus on you. You are the world. Your only responsibility is to rid yourself of the conflict stored in your subconscious mind. When you heal your mind, you heal the world. And so it is. I am ready. My heart has aligned with my soul contract, and I have fully stepped into and embraced my truth. I am strength. I have the power to both create and destroy, not with force either, rather with integrity and compassion, to help shift the world towards positive change. Wise women know when to attack and when to let things go. At first I met resistance. I found myself grieving my past. I stewed for a bit in anger because I had to face the things that led me to this point. The young girl who repeatedly had her boundaries crossed, who was seen yet rarely heard. The process of owning my own voice and the power of my words, dancing with the darkness, flourishing in the light, making a stand regardless of the cost for what I know to be right. I am for harmony, peace, and love. But make no mistake that I can be fiercely protective over those that I love. I am my own rhythm. Sometimes all you need is a warm bubble bath. Has a way of changing your perspective, don't you think? I like to infuse magic in all that I do. Everyday little task. Even something as simple as taking a bubble bath. Seems like it's water in the flow. It always brings me back around to where it all started again. What's the matter? Does the nudity or the thought of nudity make you uncomfortable? Or does it excite you? Does it make you randy? It's actually quite natural and it's not anything to freak out about. It happens. It's like the way we came into this world, and it's like the way we're going out. So all the stuff in the middle that everybody's freaking out about is really just that. Everybody freaking out. Get over it. The human body is just that. It's a meat suit. It's a pack. It's a temporary house for your chi. It's the home for your soul. It can very well be a prison, or it can be a tool. It's up to you. I think when you take a bath, it's nice to just sit there and set the intention that anything that's dirty or untrue, anything that's clogging up your filters and hindering or presenting itself as a weight that holds you down. Be it spiritual, be it actual, physical grime from being out in the physical world, or if it's spiritual dirt, muck and mire. If it's the arrows thrown by your fan club, or if it's the love that is sent to you because they feel it from you. Who's there? Those are your admirers. Those are your allies. Those are your legs to the stool that props you up so that you can exist in this form for whatever you have agreed upon in this human life. The more I think about things, the more I think I don't know. Once I thought I knew everything. I was so sure. And now I question everything that I knew to be truth. And if I'm sure that it's true, I fucking question it some more. My truths have been based on the stories that I've been told and my responses to them and how I grew up in this world and how I reacted and responded and survived. Those are where my truths come from. And though they may very well differ from yours, how dare you call them lies? Do I talk about your silly whiningness and how it was so hard to grow up with a silver spoon and all the girls jealous because you had blonde hair and big boobs? I don't ever snarl my nose like I feel like at you. So don't do it to me. And if you're gonna do it in my face. I'll respect that so much more than you whispering ninnies that say things behind closed doors. Everything hidden will come to light. It even says so in that book, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. Bible. God Almighty. And His rule book. It says everything hidden shall come to light. It does. And then the program of not so anonymous alcoholics and narcotics people, they say, you're only as sick as your secrets. Well, the secret is they're sick. Anyways, that's just my opinion. It's actually helped quite a few people climb up and out of the cage of addiction and into the rooms of the rooms. And if that's what it took to get them free, or at least to believe they are, then so be it. Who am I to judge? I was there once. It did me a lot of good. It showed me a lot of things about myself. But that was not my tribe. I think you go to the rooms of Narcotics and Alcoholics Anonymous and you do get the tools and you acquire the tools to go out of the rooms into the world and be a productive member of society, not just get addicted to the rooms and the drama in the parking lot. But that's just me. I don't know. I've never been one to stick around for too long. I don't like grief. When people give me grief, our experiences together are usually quite brief. And sometimes I'm cutting my own nose off to spite my face because sometimes angels and helpers and fae and your tribe come in suits that you don't recognize. And then in this human meat pack that I sometimes lose myself in, I miss the clues and I start fucking shit up again. But my goal for these therapy sessions is to constantly remain a spectator of this human tool. I want to control it from the 5D reality, where I'm spectating and I'm the puppet master. I'm the one pulling my strings. And so it is, because honestly, that's how it's always been, and how it will always be. Unless, of course, we take this opportunity and we turn things around and we write the scripts. We are the celestial scribes, only we're not out in the celestial bodies. We're here on Earth where we need them to fucking survive.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Fuck. I never answer. I really want to be whole. I'm tired of the scattered pieces that make up me. I just want to be normal. I want to fit in. I don't want to be alone every time the day ends. But here I am, all by myself. Maybe it's because I can't get along with anyone. Maybe it's because my whole life my motto has been, if you give me grief, it's going to be brief. Maybe it's because I don't believe that relationships should take work. I don't think I should have to try to like somebody, or that somebody should try to get along with me, or try to handle me, or try to tolerate me. I don't feel like I should have to pipe down or tone it down or reel it in for somebody to be able to deal with me. Fuck that shit. And we ever reeled their shit in, they dealt with me however they wanted to, whether they wanted to bend me over and poke me in the ass, or whether they wanted to take me from the front, or whether they wanted to gallivant me around, or hey, let's fucking cure her cancer and fucking put her on a poster and tell everybody she's our poster girl when she's not even well yet, or hey, let's just do this or do that, or hey, fuck that. And I get all crazy and I thought, fuck. Just fuck. I want to talk about my childhood. I want to talk about what happened in my adulthood. I want to talk about why I channel these positive, loving, energetic things. And sometimes I can look at myself from a 5D perspective and understand it all. And other times I'm trapped in this fucking meat suit and I just want to scream. I want to kill myself. I want to kill everyone around me. And then other times all I want is a fucking hug. Just a hug. Just a fucking hug. Maybe a little nibble on my neck, but not too much more than that. I just want to fit in somewhere, anywhere, other than where I'm at, which is outside of the box looking in, inside my bubble looking out. Doors open, doors close, you never know which way it goes, always in, always out, wondering what it's all about. Who am I? Who are you? What are we supposed to do? Why am I feeling this way when all I want to do is say, help me please. Help me find the scattered pieces and make myself whole. I'm tired. Fuck, I'm tired. Fuck, are you tired of listening to me? I would be if I was you. I'd hire somebody else. I wouldn't do this if I was you. Are you compelled to help me still? Probably not. You don't answer the fucking phone. What's the problem with you? I thought you were a therapist. I thought you wanted to help me. Wow, where the fuck are you, Dr. LaRue? That's weird. I just had a flashback from, like, this boy that decided to not talk to me anymore because he said I was too much. I had too many lofty ideas. I thought too much. Anyways, I don't like being rejected or refused, so I went a little bit, I just wanted him to take me back so I could break up with him. And he wasn't having it, and I wasn't having him not having it, and I went a little bit crazy, and I called him and texted him, and fucking went by his house and left notes on his door and on his car and called his work, and fucking pretty soon I got he had to slow down. I didn't even want that motherfucker anymore, but I was just pissed off because he didn't fucking want me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you. I don't know if I really want your counseling advice, but I don't like you not answering the phone. God damn it, I'm paying you. What the fuck? Earn your money, bitch. Answer the fucking phone. Where are you, Dr. LaRue? What the fuck, man? I thought you wanted to help me. I thought you wanted to be friends. Oh, that's right. That's not real. Nobody can be friends with their therapist. That's fucking stupid. You're collecting a paycheck and taking notes. What is your clinical diagnosis, Dr. LaRue? Who are you talking to? Do you even know? Which one of me is here for you? Is it the one that thinks you're sexy? The one that thinks you're... a sultry voice would sound good next to her ear. Or is it the one that fucking that shit annoys so bad because ain't nobody that sexy? What the fuck, man? Like, be real already. You're not that sexy. But you really are, aren't you? You're like Dr. fucking
whatever. Anyways, I should probably quit. That probably is a little bit out of the bounds and might be even considered harassment. Do you know what harassment is? What is harassment? I mean, is it words? Is it touching? Where does the line draw? I mean, for me, there were no lines. Isn't that why I'm here? Because there were no lines. There were invisible lines that were drawn in the sand that nobody knew were there until they crossed them. And once they crossed them, there was no fucking going back. But you won't know about that because you don't even answer the phone. How can you cross a line when you don't even answer the phone? What do you have other clients that are more important than me? Don't you know who the fuck I am? Well, if you do, could you tell me? Because I'm a little confused. Alright, whatever. I think I'll just delete this. You don't deserve to know that I want to talk to you. I hate it when I need people. I didn't mean to need you, doctor. I was supposed to compel you to help me, not compel me to be helped. The fuck ever, you don't answer your phone. Whatever.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hiding in my closet. I don't even want to deal with me. I just feel like raging. And I've been sobbing. And my head hurts. And somehow I always, with the best intentions, create fucking whirlwinds wherever I go. Fire starter. Fire starter. Be careful. It seems wherever my feet touch the ground, refining comes to town. My head hurts. My ears were just ringing and ringing and ringing. Scientists are coming around to say that it's inescapable to believe that the ringing in our ears comes from things unseen. Invisible things. What the fuck ever that means. My head hurts. I want to scream. I was standing there looking out my window. I just got overwhelmed at work with all the different energies and the people and the fucking just chaos that seems to be me. I am the calm and the storm. Makes no fucking sense. I've been an incredulous paradox since before I was born. Fuck. What the fuck? I was fucking staring at my window because I had to get away, and people are filling me full of information because of bullshit that I created by reacting in a trauma response, and they're all trying to fix something that I'm just like fucking over. I don't even care anymore. Just forget it. Break the fucking windows and drive it through the door. But that won't solve anything. It'll just make a mess. And I'm must confess that the little inkling in my stomach told me not to do it. And it was completely vanity that caused me to do it. And, well, here we are. But anyways, that doesn't fucking negate the fact that sometimes I want to scream, I hate this fucking world. And then I look and I'm like, what do you mean you hate this world? What is there about this world to hate? I hate the people. Really? Really? You hate the people? Valorie, you hate people. Then why are you always trying to help them if you hate them so much? Okay, so I hate the way I feel when the world closes in around me. And whatever. Shut up. I get it, okay? No. I'm trying to self-destruct again, and I'm probably going to do a good job of it. It's my specialty. Shit gets uncomfortable, I light that bitch ablaze. And then wonder why it happened. Well, maybe because you're sitting in the fucking closet, fucking freaking out, tripping out, creating scenarios in your head, being angry, being offended, and you're shooting those fucking arrows that are actually flames. And you're a pretty good shot. Yeah. And then you want to know why shit erupts. Because you can't handle your emotions or your thoughts. And your words are powerful. No matter what you say or speak or think, it becomes. You know this. So shut your mouth and tame your mind, little one. Quit becoming things you've already been. Let them go. Let it go. You have everything you needed from it. The experience was for what you know. Let it go. Let it go. Knowledge is your power. Quit. 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 Quit sabotaging yourself. That I am not affiliated with the Republican, the Democrat, or the Libertarian political parties. I believe that they are all feathers of the same bird. This being said, Democratic Illinois State Representative Keith Farnham has resigned and was charged with possession of child pornography. Has been accused of bragging at an online site about sexually molesting a 6-year-old girl. Democratic spokesperson for the Arkansas Democratic Party, Harold Moody Jr., was charged with distribution and possession of child pornography. Democratic Randor Township Board of Commissions member Philip R. resigned from his position after being charged with possession of child pornography and abusing children between 2 and 6 years old. Democratic activist and BLM organizer Charles Wade was arrested and charged with human trafficking and underage prostitution. Democratic Texas attorney and activist Mark Benavides was charged with having sex with a minor, inducing a child under 18 to have sex, and compelling prostitution of at least 9 legal clients, and possession of child pornography. He was found guilty on 6 counts of sex trafficking. Democratic Virginia Delegate Joe Morrissey was indicted on charges connected to his relationship with a 17-year-old girl and charged with supervisory indecent liberties with a minor, electronic solicitation of a minor, possession of child pornography, and distribution of child pornography. Democratic Massachusetts Congressman Jerry Studs was censored by the House of Representatives after he admitted to an inappropriate relationship with a 17-year-old. Democratic former mayor of Stillwater, New York, Rick Nelson, was pled guilty to 5 counts of possession of child pornography of children less than 16 years of age. Democratic former mayor of Clayton, New York, Dale Kenyon, was indicted for sexual acts against a teenager. Democratic former mayor of Hubbard, Ohio, Richard Keenan, was given a life sentence in jail for raping a 4-year-old girl. Democratic former mayor of Winston, Oregon, Kenneth Barrett, was arrested for setting up a meeting to have sex with a 14-year-old girl who turned out to be a police officer. Democratic former mayor of Randolph, Nebraska, Dwayne L. Shutt, was arrested and charged with 4 counts of felony third-degree sexual assault with a child and 1 count of intentional child abuse. Democratic former mayor of Dawson, Georgia, Christopher Wright, was indicted on the charges of aggravated child molestation, aggravated sodomy, rape, child molestation, statutory rape of an 11-year-old boy and a 12-year-old girl. Democratic former mayor of Stockton, California, Anthony Silva, was charged with providing alcohol to young adults during a game of strip poker that included a 16-year-old boy at a camp for underprivileged children run by the mayor. Democratic former mayor of Millbrook, New York, Donald Briggs, was arrested and charged with an inappropriate sexual contact with a person younger than 17. Democratic Party leader for Victoria County, Texas, Stephen Jabor, pled guilty to possession and receiving over 500,000 child pornographic images. Democratic activist and fundraiser Terrence Bean was arrested on charges of sodomy and sex abuse in a case involving a 15-year-old boy, and when the alleged victim declined to testify and the judge dismissed the case. Democratic Party chairman for Davidson County, Tennessee, Rodney Mullen, resigned amid child pornography allegations. Democratic activist Andrew Douglas Reed pled guilty to multiple counts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor for producing child pornography. Democratic official from Terre Haute, Indiana, David Roberts, was sentenced to federal prison for producing and possessing child pornography, including placing hidden cameras in the bedrooms and bathrooms at a home he shared with 2 minor female victims. Democratic California Congressman Tony Cardenas is being sued in LA County for allegedly sexually abused a 16-year-old girl. Over the next few months, you're going to realize how many bad things are going on in our country. Dark will become light. This has all been verified and is true. It is very ugly and disgusting world that we live in. These monsters deserve to be eradicated. More and more arrests are coming. I'm not a praying woman, but I am praying for these children and for the humanitarians that are rescuing them.
You're listening to True Lies Podcast, starring Valorie Hope McMahon. IDon'tWannaHearIt.com. Visit Valorie on Instagram at Valorie Says.